Determined dog dodges domestic drama with perfectly timed head tilts. What should I worry about today? 65 problems you didn't know you have. I'm listening to your meeting, and I'm so glad I don't work at your company. Up next, we have Maggie Cino.
Oh, yay. Hi, you guys. Okay, I wrote this literally decades ago, and I said something to Jeff. Jeff was like, we're doing this thing. And I was like, I have something I wrote decades ago. And he was like, submit it. And I was like, sure. And then I was like, ah. And then I was like, I can just pretend it's in a drawer. And then today I got an email saying, you're going 11th. Enjoy. Yeah, sure, let's because you should hear it clearly, the thing I'm embarrassed about. Okay. That night she searched for David, but he wasn't in their usual room. It was empty the following night as well. She finally saw him in the registrar's office after dropping 3 classes. Under the circumstances, there was no way she could continue with her full course load. David? He started slightly when he saw her. I have to talk to you. Can we go somewhere private? He paused, but nodded, and they went upstairs to an empty classroom. He leaned against a window while Claire stood awkwardly a few feet away. I need to know what techniques we were using. Techniques? For sleeping. Surprising herself, Claire started to cry. David softened, moving over and patting her back. It's okay, he said. It is very much not okay, she said, rubbing her nose on her sleeve. Everything was great. And then my life fell apart. What were you doing that helped me sleep? Claire, David stuttered. Well, look, those weren't sleep techniques. What? Her wet eyes were especially blue. Now he was blushing. You really didn't know? Claire stared at him while forgotten tears dripped down her cheeks. Tell me. Shit, David said, and the room went still. Claire, that was an enhancement experiment. I've been enhanced? Not exactly. I was enhanced, but you've unenhanced me? It's not that either, David said unhappily. It was a trial session on sleep to see if it could be eliminated. Now, sleep does 2 things. It gives the body a chance to rebuild, and it gives the mind a chance to process. The current research found ways to keep a subject's body rejuvenated without having to sleep at all, but it only works if the thoughts are processed by someone else. Someone else, Claire repeated, not quite a question. You were processing another person's thoughts, David said. We needed someone who has an organic absence. That grayness and lethargy you feel naturally, we were looking for a compatible subject with exactly that quality. And since you were raised in the church and had never had a medical procedure done, it made you an ideal test subject. But how did it make me smart and popular? And, she paused just a beat, lovable. I don't know why that was the result. It might have been the specific person whose thoughts you were processing. It could have been an unknown side effect of the procedure itself. But we didn't finish the experiment, so I don't really know. You lied to me. Claire pulled away from him. That experiment is against everything the church teaches. If they knew, I would be excommunicated. I am so sorry, David said, and looked at her in a way that reminded her of Max. Despite herself, she started to cry again. I don't care, she said. I want to do it again. Okay, said David. That can happen.